Good evening. Welcome to Left, Right and Centre. I'm Vishnu Shom. On the programme tonight, the Supreme Court takes notice of an article in the Indian Express which says that Uttar Pradesh will go ahead with the Kanwar Yatra, an annual pilgrimage which attracts lakhs of followers across several North Indian states. How and why should any state invite trouble by planning to go ahead with a potential super spreader event? Hasn't enough been said about COVID? Do we not know what happened during the Kumbh Mela? With the benefit of hindsight, have we not learned about how deadly election rallies in West Bengal could have been? In fact, the Supreme Court, which has now taken cognizance of this, has been clear. They said, "We wish to know the stand of the respective governments. The citizens of India are completely perplexed. They do not know what is going on." And all this is the Prime Minister, when asked about the third wave of COVID, said we cannot compromise even one bit. The court added, "We are issuing notice to the centre, UP and Uttarakhand, and because the Yatra is to leave from the 25th of July, we want them to file early responses. The matter will be heard on Friday." On the show tonight, given the COVID crisis in India, should the Kanwar Yatra be banned in UP just as it has been banned in Uttarakhand?
The Supreme Court read the news today and took prompt steps over Chief Minister Aditya Nath's decision to go ahead with this, the Kanwar Yatra. Millions of people, especially from the northern states, go to Haridwar and back on foot. Because of the potential super spreader nature, it has been suspended twice by the host government Uttarakhand. But Uttar Pradesh, which also has a BJP government, insists on allowing this. The court today said, disparate political voices all speaking at the same time, it is important the centre respond. All of this amid the Prime Minister saying we cannot compromise even one bit. The Yatra is to leave from the 25th of July. We want an early response.
कोविड के नियमों का पालन करते हुए मिलाव करेंगे, तो उस प्रकार से व्यवस्था की जाएगी, इस प्रकार से कोरोना को लेकर कोई दिक्कत भी ना आए और लोगों की श्रद्धा भी पूरी हो जाए.
UP's adamance for a potential super spreader event comes even as the centre issued a warning today over the rise in the reproduction number, an indication that cases are rising in some states. It asked states and union territories to hold authorities responsible for crowd control at hotspots like shops, stations and parks. But crowds like these at a Bihar vaccination centre expose another snowballing crisis. A shortage of doses which has erupted into a political blame game between the centre and the non-BJP led states. The new Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia today accused them of making useless statements only to create panic among the people. Chief Ministers of Tamil Nadu and now Kerala and Jharkhand have complained.
वैक्सीन की स्थिति तो चिंता का तो विषय है. अब इस पे राज्य सरकार के हाथ से तो बिल्कुल हर चीज कोई भी कंट्रोल में तो है नहीं.
കേരളത്തിൽ ലഭ്യമാകേണ്ടതിന്റെ ആവശ്യകത പ്രധാനമന്ത്രിയുടെ ശ്രദ്ധയിൽപ്പെടുത്തുകയുണ്ടായി.
In Delhi, unlike yesterday when most government-run vaccination centers were shut due to shortage, today the centers were functional, but there were long queues of people waiting to get vaccinated as the new supplies have come in, but they are still not enough.
India is currently vaccinating an average of 33 lakh people daily, while the target is supposed to be 88 lakh daily vaccinations in order to vaccinate at least 60% of India's population by the end of this year. With Sukirti Dwivedi in New Delhi, Anusaya Mathur for NDTV.
So the question we are asking is this: should the Kanwar Yatra be banned in Uttar Pradesh as it has been in Uttarakhand? Joining us, Dr. Sarjeet Singh Dang, he's a BJP leader. Dr. Jayesh Taylor is the Secretary General of the Indian Medical Association, Alok Vats of the BJP, Nahid Lari Khan of the Samajwadi Party, and will be joined by the BSP leader Sudhindra Bhadoria in just a few moments from now. Dr. Sarjeet Singh Dang, does it make any sense to have a Kanwar Yatra in Uttar Pradesh given the COVID situation?
You see, the Kanwar Yatra, it will be permitted when all the protectional steps from COVID-19 are observed by the travelers who are yatris. So in Kanwar Yatra, without RT-PCR, nobody will be allowed. And naturally, when somebody holds a Kanwar, it is a 4 to 5 feet distance between two, Kanwar Yatris. So in that case, the physical distance will be naturally maintained. And there is a difference between a Kamar Yatra or a holy path somewhere, or a holy, congregation where prayers are said. When there are so many people very close to each other, and when they are not observing, if they are without mask, they are not maintaining the social distance, the physical distance, then the problem arises. So whatever the BJP government in UP has permitted is, with all the steps which are essential to, get that infection doesn't spread from one man.
All right,
to
let's
another.
get the Indian Medical Association in on this. The point being mentioned is that they will all come with an RT-PCR test, Dr. Lele. Do you believe that this can be enforced at all?
Bringing RT-PCR report is of no value because they can be carrier, and the report is only valid for 48 hours. So when they have done it, all those things, such a crowd, how to examine? And the most important thing, if they are carriers, then they will spread. And the issue is the super spreading, what we are talking, this kind of a gathering is to be prevented. That basic social distancing will not be maintained when they are not using the mask. So what is the point in gathering so much? Is it necessary?
Dr. Lele, it is not a gathering. People are traveling on foot.
So what if people are traveling on foot, they are traveling next to each other?
So there is, no, but
Sir, have we not learned, Dr. Sajit Singh Dang, have we not learned about the disastrous consequences of what happened in the Kumbh Mela, the disastrous consequences of what is happening in the United Kingdom now, when people have thronged to Wembley Stadium and elsewhere? Have we not seen the disastrous consequences of the second wave of COVID? And now we go ahead and do this. We say
this August gathering of very intelligent and wise people. Maharashtra, was there any?
Sir, the World Health Organization is not wise.
In Kerala, was it?
No.
To see the
It was, if it
incidences,
happened
the
anywhere else,
percentage
it's
of
wrong.
cases
It's
in
wrong.
UP.
It's not UP versus Kerala. It's
Not
all
that,
wrong,
not
sir.
Not that. Was there a Kamar Yatra? Was there a Kumbh Mela? It was not.
What
It
was not, sir?
It was not. And in Rajasthan, it was not. In New Delhi, it was not.
What was not?
You see, there was not a congregation of such, type that the religious people, they gathered
So you
together.
can actually figure out how it's different. Because people are walking, somehow they are safer.
No, but let us be very honest. Even in lockdown, all the people were observing all these precautions, or even today, when the lockdown
Is that a reason why they should be allowed?
No.
No, but that's exactly what you're saying, sir.
That's what I am telling you.
So because people do not follow precautions now, and they don't, you're quite right.
No, but then
We should allow a super spreader event.
Those who are desirous to participate in the
All
Kamar
right.
Yatra.
Let me go across to Nahid Dari Khan. Ma'am, come in over here. What is the perspective of your party, the Samajwadi Party, as far as this is concerned? Should the Kanwar Yatra take place in Uttar Pradesh despite COVID?
See, safety of humanity should be the priority. If one is alive, safe and healthy, then only one can perform rituals or celebrate the festivals. Then only one can go to mosques, temples, gurudwaras and churches if one is safe, healthy and alive. If one is not alive, then all this doesn't have any meaning. Now the government should also take decision keeping third wave in mind, because continuously WHO and IMA is continuously sending warning bells about Delta and Delta Plus variant. Now Uttarakhand, which hosts the major Kanwar Yatra, they have learned from the previous mistake of Kumbh being super spreader. So they have taken a decision and have cancelled this event. Now Adityanath ji, who's the Uttarakhand is his birthplace. He should at least take some lesson from his birthplace, if not from anybody else. Now Honorable Supreme Court has taken so motu cognizance of this whole matter and has expressed that they are really surprised to see that during COVID, one state is performing Kanwar Yatra and other state is saying that there should not be any Kanwar Yatra. Now the DGP of Uttarakhand has mentioned very clearly, I saw on one of the channels today, that he will not allow any Kanwariyas from UP to enter their state. He stated clearly that if you want Ganga Jal, we will provide it through tankers. Now Mr. Aditya Nath has been saying that he is in talks with the Uttarakhand government. Now, but the Uttarakhand Chief Minister has clearly stated that after consulting the opposition, the legislature, the scientists, the experts, they have taken the decision to cancel this Kawad Yatra.
No, in fact, Dr.
Sajit
Singh Dang, what the Supreme Court has said today is that how on earth is this happening? On the one hand, you've got the Prime Minister saying people need to be careful, and then something like this happens. You say that you can go ahead with the Kawad Yatra now.
Please listen to me. If the Honorable Supreme Court gives a decision, that will be honored.
Obviously, sir, it's not an option. It has to be honored. That's stating the obvious.
Yes. No, but there are instances where they are not honored, even the Supreme Court. And I can.
So are you suggesting?
So many examples in Congress regime.
Okay.
So many.
Okay.
So please don't take it for granted. But we take it for granted that if the Honorable Supreme Court gives something of this sort that the Kawad Yatra should not be continued, we'll stop it. But today, as of today, now I don't know, my younger sister or daughter, I can call her, she's from Samajwadi Party. Will the language be the same after 7 to 8 days when another very big community is having its very sacred festival?
What festival are you talking about?
No.
Yeah, so Baqareed. So does protection of COVID need to boil down into a Hindu versus Muslim issue?
No, not that.
So we are talking about the health of people. I never said this has something to do with the religion, sir. It is about public safety.
With the religion. So this is nothing to do with any religion. I am talking about Samajwadi Party is clearly talking about saving humanity. So we have to save the humanity. It's our duty to save the humanity. Nobody is against any ritual.
No physical distance is maintained. Will she be able to say it, or she has to take orders from her seniors? Their superiors.
Sudhindra Bhadoria.
What should I speak?
Sudhindra Bhadoria, come in over here. Where does the BSP stand? Alright, we don't have Sudhindra Bhadoria. Let me go across to Dr. Jayesh Lele. Dr. Lele, is this, as a doctor, as a practicing doctor, your biggest concern? That there are those who will defy logic and the lakhs of people who have died of this illness in our own country and say it is okay, we will ensure that they are socially distanced and they are walking and they will come with RT-PCR tests. We know that is impossible to enforce, sir.
The worst part is, during the first and the second wave, we have lost nearly 1,600 doctors. What is the care? And we have lost 4 lakh patients across. Out of the more than 3 crores patients, how much we have lost? That is very important today. And in spite of that, when we are saying social distancing, masking, what kind of a ensure is going to be there when such a large crowd comes? Last 2 years back, the figure was 3 crores people in the Kawad Yatra. And how many officials you are going to employ? And that basically RT-PCR test is of no value after a certain time. So you cannot ensure that they will be transmitting the disease to others.
This is a very important point. This is an absolutely critical point. Let me take that to Alok Vats. Alok ji, ये बताइए, Alok Vats is a BJP leader. Alok Vats, ये बताइए, RT-PCR टेस्ट अगर होता है, तो RT-PCR टेस्ट सिर्फ 24 घंटा या शायद उससे एक दिन ज्यादा में मायना रखता है कि कोई कोविड नेगेटिव है. ये कांवड़ यात्रा के लोग कई दिनों के लिए उत्तर प्रदेश की ओर जाते हैं. 4, 5, 6, 7 दिन अगर उसके पहले उन्होंने RT-PCR टेस्ट ली, उसका वैल्यू क्या है जब वो उत्तर प्रदेश पहुंचते हैं?
Yes, there is a value.
One minute. Let me ask आलोक जी जवाब दीजिए प्लीज. आलोक जी बताइए.
As the doctor is saying, his validity is only for 48 hours. I don't want to dispute that, but you see, when we go for the Kanwar, the social distancing norm itself is, inbuilt in this whole program.
No, but sir, respectfully, sir, how is it built in? Alok ji, how is it built in?
Because
they march in lakhs, right? They are all together, sir, without masks.
People maintain 5 to 10 meters distance with each other.
Sir, 5 to 10 meters distance they maintain with each other. We've got pictures of Kanwariyas now on our screen. Do you see 5 to 10? Let's have it full frame. Let's have it full frame. Where is 5 to 10 meters, sir? Where is 5 to 10 meters? They are all together. This is the way it has always been.
It can vary a bit.
It can vary a bit.
There is social
Sir, 5 to 10
definitely.
meters. So they are all walking together across all states. Alok ji,
But
forget.
there is social distancing.
What is the World Health Organization saying? What is the Indian Medical Association saying? What is the Prime Minister saying? What is the Supreme Court saying? What is the Uttarakhand government saying? Why do we not apply common sense in Uttar Pradesh?
If the Chief Minister Aditya Yogi Nath ji feels that he can handle it peacefully and handle it efficiently, then why not?
Sir,
on the 21st,
are we not,
the Bakra Eid
are
is
we
going
not
to come.
staring
There's
the
going to be
obvious
congregation of lot
our
of people.
face?
Are you going to ban that also?
Everything where there is proximity of a large number of people close to each other has to be banned. Sound medical
Then
advice.
That way you go to Delhi. You see the situation in Chandni Chowk. You see
It's
the
terrible.
situation in Chowdi
It's
Bazaar.
awful.
You see
And
the
sir, in Delhi,
situation in Karol Bagh.
Alok ji,
there is no Kanwar there.
you
but
know
people
very
are
well that there are
flocking together.
shops which are being shut down in Delhi by the Delhi government. Why? Because shopkeepers and others are not listening. Shut the shops down. People are suffering, they're losing their money. But if you don't listen, you get punished. And all religions and religious processions need to be shut down
in
now,
Delhi
sir,
and other
if
places.
people are going to be contracting COVID.
Tell me one thing.
We are on the, we might get a third wave in India, sir.
Where was Kanwariyas when this in Maharashtra this wave was in a very speedy form? In Delhi it was in a very speedy form.
Yes.
Were there any Kanwariyas there? No.
No, it wasn't.
So if Aditya
But what
Yogi
about
Nath
your own
feels
state, sir?
that he
What
can
about
handle
Uttar Pradesh, sir? Was there any dearth of COVID numbers in UP, sir? Are you meaning to suggest that UP didn't have an impact of COVID?
Comparatively, the UP model was
we
the best.
did the damage control in a very efficient way.
Right, which is why bodies
UP.
were found on the banks of the river, sir.
Oh, that was a cooked up matter, and it has been verified.
A token matter?
The whole world
Sir,
knows.
that was a
The
token
whole
matter.
world knows the truth.
Did you say that
The
was a
whole
token
world knows the
matter?
truth. The whole
I didn't
world
say it
knows
was
the
a
truth
token
about
No,
it.
I'm not saying you, sir. I'm not.
don't
Alok ji,
try to
I was
repeat
not
that,
referring to you in that.
lie again.
All right.
That was a
Nahid
lie.
Lari Khan, why don't you come back over here? Common sense in a situation like this appears to be missing at so many levels. How important is it to not look at this through a religious prism? Health is not a religious issue.
I totally agree with you. Health is not a religious issue and we should look beyond religious issues. And the basic thing is that BJP spokesperson was saying that everything was very good during COVID in Uttar Pradesh. But Honorable High Court had to say, and it's said twice, that
Even WHO has appreciated it.
Sir, WHO has appreciated it.
Admired the UP model.
Sir,
putting vaccines.
What has happened in the second wave of COVID, WHO has appreciated in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
No, sir.
That
The
I
WHO in the second wave of COVID has not appreciated what's happened in India, sir. And not in Uttar Pradesh either.
That during the
1 minute.
during the COVID vaccination
Nahid Lari Khan,
process,
go ahead. Nahid Lari Khan, please go ahead.
level number 1.
I don't know, let me please speak, sir. See, Honorable High Court had to say कि Uttar Pradesh Bhagwan Bharose hai. And I totally agree with you that WHO has not sent any praise letter to Uttar Pradesh saying that COVID management was very good. Now the government, whatever events are being organized, one has to keep in mind the safety of the people. See, one has to keep in mind the safety of the people. COVID protocols should be followed. Now, if you talk about the vaccination, the data that is available on CoWIN platform, it clearly states that from 21st to 27 June, like 61.14 lakh doses were given. But it went down from 28th to 4th July, it went down to 41.92 lakh. From 5th to 11th July, it went down even further to 34.32 lakh people. Now the thing is this, that there are very few vaccinations and there is shortage of vaccination. Now the government is spending crores and crores of rupees and saying take free vaccination.
All right, one moment. Bring everybody sound down. I want to go across to Sudhindra Bhadodia of the BSP. Mr. Bhadodia, does the Kanwar Yatra and permission for the Kanwar Yatra need to be seen from a religious prism, as some of our BJP friends are suggesting, or should we keep religion far away from health issues?
With all the precautions.
Let them say. They will not
I think
celebrate
if you
Bakra
allow
Eid.
me to speak, I will put forward my point and the party view of my as well. Let me also say this, that we are guided by the Constitution of India and not by any single religion. The problem is that when there are other religious groups, a small conglomeration in Delhi, they made so much hue and cry of the Tabligis that the entire nation as if it was getting affected because of the Tabligis. And now we have seen in Haridwar, when the Kumbh Mela took place, the manner in which Uttar Pradesh also suffered at that time. You saw the rivers, the Ganges, the Jamuna and all other rivers.
All right, we've lost that line with Sudhinder Bhadoria. Let me go back to Dr. Lele. Dr. Lele, in a situation like this, will the IMA be making some sort of appeal also? Will you be making yourself a party to the proceedings in the Supreme Court?
If we call for, definitely IMA will definitely take part in the Supreme Court decision making, because we have already written letter to the government of India. We have already appealed and we have sent a press release. See, this is nothing to do with the party politics or anything. We are worried about the patients, and the basic principle will be violated of social distancing, getting people together, masking and sanitizing, and so many people are there. How the hygiene will be maintained? Such a big important issue is there, and we are more worried about the health of the people. And in second wave, when we lost so many people around in a day, we used to lose nearly 4,000 to 5,000 patients, and at the same time there was no oxygen, there was no sufficient beds for the ICU beds, there were no ventilator beds, and with this kind of a risk, is the risk, life is bigger than the risk taking. Is the Yatra cannot wait for one more year? Last year it was not there. Why it is you and cry that why it is to be done purposely here when we are anticipating the third wave? If there is a third wave coming, then what we going to say to the people outside, that what is going to, people will laugh at us, that in spite of knowing, in spite of anticipating the third wave, people are not taking the precaution. Can we not anticipate the health? Health is most important, and if the people live, they will do Yatra next year. What is the issue?
Alokji, you know, there is one central point over here. Why is the BJP of different state governments talking in different voices? You know, Uttarakhand had made this very strong decision. Why don't you also follow? The goal there is to save lives, and you say your goal is also to save lives. Why go ahead with this now? Alokji.
You see, now the matter has been taken up by Supreme Court and they are governing it.
Correct.
So maybe they will feel that this is not the right time to go ahead with this, and maybe they put a ban on it and the whole story will be over. But otherwise, Yogi Adityanath ji is well prepared. We have taken all precautionary measures of COVID-19, and if things go according to us, it should go very well and should be very well controlled.
No, but sir, again, respectfully, this is exactly what the former Chief Minister of Uttarakhand had said about the Kumbh Mela. He said it will be very well controlled. In fact, the Ganga will wash away COVID. Then we know what happened over there.
Well. That is why he has backed out.
Sir, in our country, it's difficult to control numbers, and we are talking about tens of thousands of people, sir. It's a monumental challenge. It's a monumental challenge.
Yes, it is. And Yogi Adityanath is capable of taking such monumental
No, but why take a risk? Why take a risk when we've lost so much as a country? Why do anything which can push or help us proceed towards a third wave? Why?
Once it comes to, do you think the Muslims will stop celebrating Bakra Eid?
No, but that doesn't justify that, sir.
No, but same goes with the religion.
No, so it's religion for you, sir. Religion is more important than life. Has anybody suggested that Bakr Eid celebrations in large numbers is correct? All congregations are wrong in this situation.
No Muslim leader
you are talking about, Dr. Dam, you were talking about the World Health Organization. Please listen to what the chief epidemiologist of the World Health Organization said last week about large congregations. She said large congregations are dangerous, sir.
That was long back.
No, last week.
WHO has appreciated the
Sir, last week, what did the WHO's Dr. Fan Karkova say last week, sir? She said large gatherings are dangerous. All right, I'm running out of time. I think we've got the line back with Mr. Bhadoria, do we?
Much better frame of thinking.
Okay, we don't have the line, but I'm going to give the last word to the doctor in the panel, Dr. Jayesh Lele. Dr. Lele, 1.5 years we've been talking day in and day out about the need to protect ourselves. When you've got responsible political parties and leaders saying we will ensure nothing happens and something like this should go ahead, what do you feel like a doctor?
See, as a doctor, this is a high-level risk which we are anticipated. When we are anticipating the disease, we have not been able to control 1.5 years. And the second wave was worse. We don't want the third wave to be a disaster. And when these all people gathered will go to their native place, they will carry the disease to their native place. They will carry the disease to all other states, nearby states. At the same time, all those shopkeepers, all those walking on the roads, everywhere the disease will be there. You can imagine a bomb kind of a explosion after this, and this is going to be a real problem. How will you answer all these questions? How many beds you will arrange? How many oxygen cylinders you will arrange? Why not anticipate and postpone this for the next year? Why not the health being the priority and the most important? Are we in a position to
all right, Dr. Lele, your message absolutely loud and clear, and we will, of course, always say that protecting lives is much more important than any congregation, any faith, any situation, any circumstance. We have to save lives. That is our job, right? I'd like to thank you all very much for being with us. Let's hope all political parties and forces remain responsible to the biggest threat in our history.